Alrighty, gang. So today we have got our middle split mobility session. We're going to work on getting the legs to spread wide, our ability to lift them and control them through that range. Before we do all that, we're going to go through a quick blast. We're going to do 21, 15 and 9 of air squats, burpees and jumping lunges. It's going to burn. It's going to get your heart rate up, get your muscles ready so we can get more out of our stretching. And then before we kick into our stretches, we're going to practice on a movement called a straddle L. This is where we'd start to press up and depress the handstand. And it's a really good test of shoulder depression, core strength and hip strength as well. All right, so grab a space. Today you need a belt, possibly some pillows, and a chair. All right, let's do it. Don't know why I clapped. We're going to cut that bit out. It's fine. Alrighty, so we're going to start off in a nice deep lunge. We'll just open up the hips first before we get into our workout. Going to go hands on the floor inside your foot. And we're looking at knee above ankle and a really nice straight line all the way down to your knee. From there, elbow towards the floor. Trying to keep this arm nice and straight. Don't worry if you're stuck kind of here, that's fine. We're really trying to press that bum to the floor and move from the spine. Okay, going to grab that hand, sweep it on up towards the roof. Just trying to move that spine a little bit. Lovely. Then we'll grab your foot. Arm here goes on the inside of the knee and stays nice and straight. We'll do the same rotation but on the other side. Alrighty, both hands on the floor beside the foot then. I'm going to straighten out that front leg as best you can. And then if you can, lift the toe. Again, this is us testing out our range of motion through our shoulders, our tummy compression, our hip mobility, all that kind of stuff. And then one last one. We're going to keep our hands on the floor where they are. We're going to tilt that foot over onto the side. We'll bring that elbow back down again towards the floor. Lovely. All right, let's swap it over. Same on the other side. Oh, here we go. Elbow towards the floor. Arm stays nice and straight. Bum pressed down. I'm going to sweep that hand up to the sky. We'll go the other way. Hand on the foot. Arm inside the leg. Really try and press that groin forward. Then we'll go hands on the floor. Straighten out the leg. Lift that toe back. It's one of my favourite hip sequences. All these different movements added together. If you do this before a squatting session, before anything where you're going to be moving through a large range of motion, you're going to feel pretty incredible after it. And then we'll get that elbow down to the floor with the foot rolled over one last time. Alrighty, so when we're jumping into a workout quickly, we need to do movements that are well within our capacity. That way we can just ramp up in there. We don't need to spend time prepping the movement, all that kind of stuff. So we've got 3 movements. First one is our air squat. We're going to go feet about shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out, chest up nice and tall. From there, we'll sit back and down, trying to get those hips below the knees and stand all the way back up again. Second movement is going to be a burpee. We're going to drop that chest to the floor and pop back up. The higher you can land with your hips, the less your legs are going to have to work. Really trying to snap your feet into your hands. And then the final one is going to be our lunge. We're going to go stagger stance, back knee just touching the floor, jump on up, swap it over, jump on up, there. All the time. Try to keep your knee over your ankle rather than letting it go away on forward. So 21 of our air squats, burpees and jumping lunges, then 15, then 9. Grab a quick sip of water and let's do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Keep going.
4 minutes. That's it. Keep going. Almost there. there. Good job. Come on. That's it. Good. Nearly there. Come on.
Ah, 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 One last minute. Ah. Ah. 30 seconds. Ten. 3, 2, 1, and time. Let's check it out. If you haven't already, give yourself a pat on the back. Doing such a good job, well done you. Super work. We're just going to let those legs de-burn for a little second.
6 hours later.
Alrighty gang, so it's been a hot minute. We're going to go and get stuck into a little bit of straddle L work. So we're going to be sitting in an L shape, a straddle shape. We're going to go legs at 90 degrees, toes pointed, legs fully locked. You're going to reach both hands over your knee, so you're trying to line your chest up with the leg. You're going to push down hard with the hands, and from there lift that leg up. I'm going to do 20 reps. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep pushing down. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, it feels a bit special. Okay, hands on the other leg, toe pointed, legs straight. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright. Don't know what was happening there, some sort of exorcism of my foot. Okay, last one we're going to do. Hands in front. Trying to get them in line with your knees again. I'm going to try both legs at the same time because it's harder. We'll bring the reps down to 10. And let's try that in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Alrighty, so, just take a wee second there. I'm going to try All of that while supported on our arms within reason. So if you can, we're going to try and hold those legs up, push your hands into the floor and pop up into your straddle L. Hands on the floor, legs locked, tummy tight, and there. Now, if you can't do that on the floor, it's pretty normal. So you're going to use a chair. You're going to pop your hands up on the chair, pop your bum up too. And from there, you're just going to try and get that bum up off the chair. If you can do that, your next challenge is to get your knees up. Then we try and get one foot and then the other foot. If you can do all that, try one leg, try the other leg, try both legs, and any version of that that you please. We're going to go for 5 seconds. We're going to do 5 sets. Alrighty, let's go in 3, 2, 1, and up. Down. Kind of from the start. Take a little rest. Move that body around. Don't worry, only 4 more, and then we'll get into our stretching. Set number 2. 3, 2, 1, and begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Lovely. 2 down, 3 to go. 3, 2, 1, and go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Over halfway. Only 2 to go. 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, got one last one. Trying to get your thighs off your forearms this time, if you can. 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nope, didn't manage it. Alrighty, so we're just going to decrump a little second. I'm going to bring in my wonderful assistant. We're going to change the room around. We'll meet you back here. Just a little second.
3 days later.
Alrighty, so we're going to kick things off with a little bit of side-to-side squat. Open up the groin a little bit. We're going to stand on our feet. Feet are going to be nice and wide. And from there, we're going to squat down onto one side as low as you can, keeping this leg straight. We're going to pull ourselves over, pulling with that groin. There's 1, 2, 8 more. 3, 4, stand low. 5, 6, knee tracks toe. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, toes forward, legs locked. I'm going to fold for 2 minutes in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Just push those knees back. We drive the arches into the floor. Think about nice strong feet. Arch from your toe to your heel, from your big toe to your little toe to your heel as well. Legs nice and locked, and really just folding forward, taking out all the stress from the hips. Just feeling it maybe in the hamstring, maybe the inside thigh, maybe around that sort of lower back. So letting that body pull you forward, legs stay locked. Taking this time now to let our heart rate come back down. Focus on our breath for the next 30 minutes or so. Constantly trying to push your belly button between your thighs. Think about forming a flat back, or as flat as you can. We're over halfway. Your calves. Yeah. Keep locking those quads. Pull the kneecap up towards your hip. $25 to go. Sinking deeper as the time goes on. And back up. Alrighty. Toes turned out slightly. Bringing ourselves down. 10 more side to side squat and begin. 1, 2, 3. Brushing that bum across the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, from there, I'm going to keep this leg straight, pull that toe up, and from there you're going to sink down a little bit. See if you can get that thigh to touch the floor. Don't worry if you can't, and just sit up a little bit higher, like here. And we're trying to turn this leg open as well. The time has started, so we're just staying down here. Seeing if we can get that leg to open a bit more. Really feel that in the groin, maybe even down in here. We're going to be doing very quick transitions between our stretches today. That way we'll keep our body warm. We're not going to waste any time. And then we're not here all day. Nice, compact session, highly effective. Just taking an hour to yourself out from your day, whether it's work stresses, family stresses. This is your time. Your chance to do something good for you. Alright, let's swap it over. Other side. Same position. Bottom of that side to side squat. Trying to open up that leg. Sit as tall as you're able to.
Pointed toe or up toe?
You can do either. The toe pulled back is a bit more like yoga. Toe pointed is a bit more like gymnastics. In gymnastics, we're always trying to create as much strength as possible in each position. So that's why the muscles are engaged in the position. We're not relaxed. We're teaching them to stay tense the whole time. Quad. There we go. Hello. Nice. Working that foot, the calf. Open up that leg. Use your arm if you need to help.
You can be like up here.
Hmm?
You can be like up here.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. You can stack up a little fort with pillows and cushions under your bum. That'll be fine. Or just fatigue your leg and wait for your body to sink a little bit. We've been doing this a long time, so we find these positions relatively comfortable. Just takes a long time. This doesn't happen overnight. And relax. Okay, so we've done the inside of the thigh. We're now going to do the outside of the thigh. It's a piriformis stretch. We'll go back into that nice big lunge from our warm-up earlier. From there, your hands go inside your shin, and we'll rotate that leg out. The goal here is to get a vertical body. Pressing that hip down towards the floor, letting the knee stay up off the ground, and just support it on some straight arms. Constantly trying to work the body from this slumped over position, trying to pull that chest on up, like a big gorilla showing its barrel chest. Or if you want a different analogy, I'm sure you can come up with one. Yeah, that works too. Just letting those hips go lower to the floor. Feel the bum stretching out here a lot. In general, with ease, try to sink into the discomfort. Don't shy away from it. That's why we're here. If it's all you can think about, maybe just back off a little bit. I want it to be like a 4 to a 7 out of 10. And we'll swap it over. Same on the other leg. Nice big lunge. Roll that foot over onto the side. Hip goes down towards the floor. There are other stretches for this sort of muscle grip, but this one gives you the most load. If you can get more load through the joint, we're going to make better progress. The other ones might feel nice, and if you're tired, you don't have to work as hard to support it, but this one, awesome. If you want to go super advanced, try and take your hands or a little bit of weight off your hands and see if you can support your weight through your leg. So you're engaged in that muscle down there. Still that nice big chest. Nice, be holding. Another 10 seconds or so. And relax. Okay, so Bee's going to keep facing the way she's facing. We're going to get ourselves down into our diamond frog. So here, she's going to go feet together, knees out as wide as she can. She's going to try and tuck her hips a little bit so her belly comes a little bit off the floor. And then from there, she's going to continue pushing her feet down towards the floor. So she's working the whole time. We're going to go here for 2 minutes. Constantly pressing the feet low, teaching those muscles how to engage. Relaxing into the position, actively working. I feel this right up in the groin. Really trying to get those muscles to do what they need to do. Pressing those heels down. Pulling the knees out wide. Yeah, shaking's a sign of working. That's okay. 50 seconds to go. All your focus down at your hips, seeing if you can work and improve that position. And time. All right, Bee's going to go up into a little recovery tuck. She's going to sit her bum back on her heels, arms by her side. I'm going to talk you through the next one. This next one, very similar in that her knees are out wide, but this time her shins are parallel, toes turned out, and from there, I'm going to be sitting in this position. The whole time we're thinking about pressing the knees as wide as possible, keeping a nice straight line from your knee through your hip through to your other knee. Alrighty. Alright, and begin. Might feel a wee bit tight at the start. Hopefully that'll ease as we go through this session. Same idea here, trying to work your hips low.
The ground is too sticky.
Yeah. There's halfway.
Should you tuck your hips?
Just flat. With up, up, up. Mm-hmm. Just pulling those knees out wide for the last 10. Don't press those hips low. And time. Let's go back into that little tuck again. Just takes a bit of pressure off the hip, off the low back. We're going to be back out in that position. We're going to pull the knees in a little bit. And we're going to be rocking back and forth. This one's a little bit kinky. So please bear that in mind. Alrighty. So back out again. Shins here are still parallel. We'll be pressing the hips back. It's going to feel worse there. And then we'll walk forward with the hips. Press that down. I'm going to go here for a minute. Just easing back and forth. Trying to feel the muscles that are under pressure. And then try to squeeze them to reverse the motion. Feel the stretch, stretch, stretch. And then squeeze the stretching muscles to bring you back. That's how we teach them how to work. Trying to avoid the back doing all the work here. We're going to keep the back stable and just move the legs around the hips. Not gonna lie, guys, I can't remember when we started this, so we're gonna go for another 15 seconds. Those coaching life problems, eh? And time. Alrighty, so we're going to bring yourself into a butterfly stretch. This is one of my weaker movements, so I'm going to use a little plate to help with this. You okay on the floor? Do you want a plate? Okay. So you can use as high of a cushion on this as you want, but we're going to sit. We're going to bring the feet together. Think about pulling the knees down to the floor. Don't use your arms. And from there, up tall and forward. Time has started. I'm going to go just for a minute. Once you're able to get up nice and tall with that lower back, then you can start to reach on forward, really feel that intensity through the hip. 10 seconds. Really pull the knees out wide. Bring the body long and tall. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Alright, so handy dandy belt. Probably going to need that for this next one. We're going to be out in a straddle again. From there, we're going to bring one shoulder in front of your leg. We're going to try and tilt on over, trying to keep both butt cheeks here on the floor. We're going to lasso our foot. Woo. And let that go up and over your body.
Ooh, that is
Tight. Let's keep those hips on the floor on both sides. Don't let yourself rock away on it. Trying to keep ourselves in front of our leg. Other leg here is straight, toes pointed. You can even use your belt here to pull your heel up off the floor. They're trying to get deep down into that oblique here. If your belt isn't long enough, just imagine you've got a really small waist, do it up that way, and then hold on to the long bit. Under 30 seconds. Constantly trying to get deeper into the stretch. Don't just sit there passively, actively trying to get deeper, better, stronger. And alright, slowly out of that. Swap it over, we'll do the same on the other side. Lasso that foot. Shoulder in front of the leg. Oh dear. Off we go. Try to keep both hip bones down on the floor, or if you're sitting up on something, pillow or whatever, get yourself on that. If your lower back is slumped over, just sitting on the floor, you need to elevate. Also probably need to work on your mobility more. Make that the priority. Then we can start focusing on the intensity once we've got a good range of motion. Otherwise, we're just going to make it worse over and over and over again. Shorter and shorter, tighter and tighter. It's a principle in CrossFit. We get movement, then consistency, then intensity. One of the prerequisites for movement is that we've got the range of motion required. If we've got the range of motion, then we can work on engaging, being in a great position, doing that consistently, then we can crank on up, get the heart rate spiked, pump those muscles with that sexy high intensity. And time. Alrighty, so you can leave your band to one side at this point. We're going to go legs at 90 degrees again. Stay elevated if you need to. I'm going to go hands behind your head, and we're thinking about bringing our chest down between our legs. I don't want to see a sit-up here. I want to move from the hips. That's the whole point. We're not trying to move the spine. I'm going to do 10 reps on my count. Ready? And 1. And 2. And 3. Keep those toes pointed. The legs are locked. 4. If you feel your legs rolling in, try and engage them out a little bit more. 5. Long body. 6. 7. 8. last 2, 9, and 10. Fantastic. We're going to go walk our hands from one side all the way over to the other and back again. We're going to be doing 10 of these, that's 5 each leg. I'm going to count these and constantly trying to reach as far forward as you can. Ready? And 1. Stay low, reach forward. 2. Bring one hand right over the foot. So your chest is right the way down that leg. 3. Just adding in that little pause on each leg. Try and get the oblique stretched out. Really trying to square off those shoulders. 4. Reaching forward, getting low. 5. 6. 7. 8. Each time you're over a leg, check. Are they locked? Are they pointed? Is your chest down low? 9. 'Really square those shoulders off. Twist that body. And 10. And relax. Okay, we're almost there. We're going to do one more down here. We'll do one up on our feet and then we'll leave it there for today. So, we're going to go arms up over your head. And you're going to let yourself reach forward, down as low as you can. Try and look up through your fingers. We're going to hold here for 30 seconds. Keep the quads engaged, toes nice and pointed. Ready? And 1. And hold. I don't know why I said 1, because we're just doing 1. 1 and done. Push the knees down. Squeeze the quads. Point the toes. Lift the chest. Belly button down. Arms up. Sink, sink, sink. Feel the stretch. Squeeze the quads. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Bam. Cool. All right, last one. This is the toughest of the whole lot. We're going to go up on our feet. Legs out nice and wide. Legs nice and wide. We're going to hold here. As we're holding, legs are locked. We're trying to really squeeze our feet in. You can see my little toe lifts off the floor as I work that inner thigh. I'm going to hold that now for 10 seconds. Legs locked, body tall. Really squeeze, 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 squeeze. Get those inside thigh muscles working. All right, let's do a big step out. We're going to do a nice long stretch here then. Wide as you can tolerate. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Really squeezing the quads the whole time, pulling the feet in, working that thigh. One of the best exercises to learn our middle splits. If you want to do bonus sets of this, go for it. Fill your boots. Great one you can get into after a workout. You're really working these inside muscles at their limit. Trying to support your entire body weight here. If you feel like you can, maybe go out a little bit wider. If you feel like you can't, try anyway. You'd be surprised what you're capable of. Shaking's good. Great news is we're coming up on 1 minute. There's 1 minute, got 30 seconds to go. Really fight for it now. If you can, go a little bit deeper. Try. If you can't, that's okay. Keeping your hands off your legs. So it's just the legs here doing the work. Fun way to learn how to twerk. 10 seconds. Just one butt cheek. It's going mad. 3, 2, 1, and ease yourself out of that somehow. Oh, seamless, effortless. Alrighty. Good job, gang. Well done. That's another mobility session in the books. If you're enjoying these sessions, feel free to like, and if you think someone else might benefit from them, share that with your friend and let them try this out in their house as well. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe already. All the usual YouTube stuff. Alright, thanks for coming along. See you guys in the next one.